Capricorn, thank you for joining me for your weekly love reading. This is going to be for the week of September 27th through October 3rd. This is going to be a little bit different than the last week's reading. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 rows here, 3 different decks, and then we're going to have clarifiers with another deck, okay? Hopefully this will give it a little bit more movement within the reading, as well as be able to clarify and emphasize the cards. I'm trying to figure out the best way possible to present you with your reading, as well as presenting you with being able to actually see the cards. I know that it can be problematic when you can't see it because you don't know what you're talking, you can't see what I'm talking about. I don't want to leave you in that sense of mystery of not knowing. Also, I don't like doubling up them because sometimes the images could be a little bit different than the actual meaning of the card. So I'd like to be able to see what the author had stated on it, like what that card actually is. Anyways, rambling on here. Also, speaking of I wanted to first apologize for any of my and whatnots and awkward long pauses. I'm going to be trying to edit those out as much as possible, but I do know that in my normal speech I do say a lot. So this is just a nervous tick, and the more that I do these, the more comfortable that I will become with sharing your reading, and I will not be saying whatnot and have some awkward pauses. So please bear with me. Again, this is just until I kind of get comfortable with sharing my readings to the public, to the world, to be able to see. All right. First, I'd like to go ahead and talk about our key players that we see here. There are a couple key players already that I'm noticing. We have with the Moon card, we have Pisces, Strength. We have Leo. We also have, we also have the Knight of Swords coming in, so you could have a masculine energy coming in. That also could just represent the energy as well. So, wanting to start off with this reading, it's kind of discombobulating feeling. It's kind of, I don't want to say all over the place, and it definitely doesn't seem balanced at all. But you started off with death. So you start off, not death, oh my goodness, death is down below. You start off with the 10 of Swords, and then you have the Moon card and Strength. Then you have the Sun, you have the 4 of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups, you have Death, and then the 6 of Pentacles, and then that Knight of Swords. So you start off in this position of just feeling dead, like feeling like your world has come to an end, your life is no longer going to be completing. You're just like in this stagnant death, like mentality wise, you just feel like you're just blah, like you're not moving forward, you're not moving backwards, but you also feel like you're at the end of your cycle, which you are, but like you feel like you're at rock's bottom, basically, intellectually, in your mind, that's how you feel, right? It seems like, though, that there was some sort of illusion or something that hadn't been revealed to you, truth that was hidden from you. Also here with the 2 dogs, to me, it's like the yin and the yang, and something's coming in between, so you're not in alignment with who you are and who yourself, right? So with that, it seems like once you gain the strength to, adjust your perception and to really give it another look, okay? Take yourself outside of yourself and really look upon your situation and really examine it, and that will give you some strength to see, the highlights of the positive things that you have going on, the things that you need to be in gratitude about, right? It's about taming that beast, right? If you're familiar with Colette Baron Reed, she has a great video about taming your goblin. I don't remember the full name of it, but it has to do with your goblin, confronting your goblin, something like that. I think that would be very beneficial in this case. And your goblin is like that negative aspect of you that keeps rearing its head back and forth, right? Because the next thing here we have is the sun card, and the sun illuminates and makes everything so much better. So I think that you're going to have some illuminating aspects come in during this week, especially since here with the sun card and then with the moon, and the moon is surrounded by the sun. So I really am strongly feeling that it's going to illuminate, it's going to reveal, trusting that intuition that you have to reveal what needs to be shown. With this with this Four of Swords, it's also about reflecting upon your heartbreak, your pain, and your suffering, and finding the truth within. Finding the truth, so that you can be fruitful, so that you can be productive, and that you can be abundance, right? Then we have this wonderful Ace of Cups. So someone is definitely coming in to offer you, their love, So again, this could be somebody coming in. It could be this Knight of Swords coming in. I don't really see any kings, so it's with the Knights, it's something quick, right? With this also, it's quick truth coming in. So it's something is going to be revealing itself. It's going to be quick. It's going to be pardon this, but it's going to be painless. It's going to provide you with some facts, right? That's what, Ace of Swords, facts, Also, though, we have death. And so with death means that it is going to be the end of this cycle. It's not the literal sense of death, but it could be the end of a relationship, or end of you being connected and being tied, emotionally to a relationship. It could be that you are changing. I notice here that there's a king on the ground. So maybe it's changing from one energy to then another energy. Maybe it's going from, being in relationships with one type of person and moving towards a different type of person. I'm not 100% sure. There's a couple of different variations in things that are coming through with it. But whatever it leads you to, the next relationship it's going to bring you balance. And it's not also about balance in the relationship, but you're going to find balance within yourself, because you're going to be doing this introspective work. You're going to have that truth come out, and it's going to make you feel like you're more in control. You're more grounded, more in your element than, being in your head, right? So it's very interesting of what we're seeing so far. Let's get some clarifying cards. Once we do our clarifying cards, we'll look through them, and then we'll get some oracle cards, okay? The whole point of this is that we're breaking up the energy, and you just don't sit here and listen to me talk while all the cards are out on the table, I really like to try moving the energy about. I'm going to take those two together. Also, I don't read reversals because I feel that the energies and the cards around these cards, or the surrounding cards, will tell us a clean picture about what it is. And I don't know, there's something about giving readings that if you set your reading in the negative, then you're just in that vibration of negativity. And I like to stay in that higher vibration when I can with my readings. Obviously, I'm not sitting here and I'm not bouncing around. I'm not like really quickly talking. I'm very, very chill when it comes to things. My sassiness will come out eventually, but at this moment, I am going to leave it at that. So, let's see here. We got one more card. One more card, please. Okay, fantastic. So we do have some new energy coming in, and then we do have a wonderful reinforcement. So my wonderful reinforcement starts off with this Sun card, okay? This is fantastic. Obviously, it's shedding light, saying that you are going to be entering into this joyful, this happy, new period of time. And then what I love about this is we also have two more aces coming in. So not only the Ace of Cups, but the Ace of Wands, so new passionate beginning, and then the Ace of Pentacles. So the relationship is going to come, and it's going to be on sturdy, stable foundation. It's going to offer you the chance to develop the relationship to then have financial abundance, right? Um, we do have some wands, other wands, and some swords. So let's go ahead and start with the top here. With this Ace of Pentacles, we do have the Two of Swords. So it's your choice, right? You have to make that choice. You are this hooded hawk, you know, so you really need to look within, really trust your intuition with this moon, and really find out what do you want to do. Do you want to move forward? Do you want to stay where you're at? Do you have this person versus that person? These are like mental questions that you're going to be asking yourself, and that you really need to really trust, you know, your intuition. And with being the Ace of Pentacles, Pentacles is all about the earth, right? That's your sign, right? So it's about being true to yourself, right? Starting into your true authentic self, right? That's fantastic. We already said this Ace of Wands, though, is about a new passionate beginning. So maybe through this here, through the heartache, something new will come about. Something new that will surface from a higher vibration. But you had to face this illusions and these heartbreaks in order to recognize what put you in that position, and then recognize how to get yourself out of the situation. And once you're out of that situation, you will be bringing in this abundance, this beauty, this passionate beginning, okay? And then we move down here to this Five of Wands. And Five of Wands, to me, with this deck, is about inner quarrel. You have these two, likewise, you know, dog or wolf type of energies coming together. It could be this moon, you know, this these two dogs in the moon. But they're coming together and they're fighting with each other, you know. So to me, this is like your inner demons fighting each other, right? Not necessarily the traditional fighting card, like you're not in a quarrel with somebody else. But, you know, I really feel that it has to do with this inner conflict here that you're having. And when you go into, you know, into introspection and taking that moment to pause, you can highlight what you need to know and how to tame these beasts. Again, with that lion, you know, taming that inner issues that you're having, the inner quarrel. Also here with this bird on it, bird's all about messengers. So when you do have this truth that comes in, that might be able to help break free of this inner quarrel as well. Then we have the Seven of Wands, and Seven of Wands, definitely standing your ground, standing it against, you know, some of this negative energy that's coming towards you, so that you can be, you know, true to who you are and true to yourself, right? Goats are very resilient. I don't really know the symbology behind goats, but it always amazes me of how diverse these goats can be, the terrain that they can live in. You know, I'm having that vision of those goats climbing on the rocks, you know, and being able to scale rock faces with their type of hooves, you know. And I know their hooves are a little special to give them that ability, but it still amazes me. It's still freaking awesome. So it could also be about you adapting to different situations and still being true to who you are. Thinking about that now. So moving on here, we also have the Knight of Pentacles. Again, somebody is coming in to offer you a solid beginning. They're offering you this Ace of Pentacles. It is the Knight, and so as we know, Knights come in. I think the Knight of, he's not as slow as the, you know, Knight of Cups, I believe, but it's still a slow and steady pace. This is also you, so it could be another earth sign coming in, but the person's going to be grounded, and it's going to bring you again the stability that's going to, you know, resonate throughout your life. And it's going to be this death is what's going to be bringing this in, is what I'm really feeling. With it also being green is about your heart chakra. So when you're doing your introspection, it might be good to focus a little bit on that heart chakra as well. Make sure it's nice and open to receive, because if you're not open to receive, same thing with the Six of Pentacles. If you're constantly giving, you're not receiving, and you need to be in that equal balance. You need to be able to give and to receive, right? If you're a feminine energy and you're usually in your masculine energies, you need to be open to be able to receive, to be in that feminine energy, to allow people to give to you, right? Again, we talked about the sun. I'm mostly seeing with the sun, that's also the lion. It looks like a lion mane, so very much taking pride of who you are, being in abundance who you are, and aiming towards being prosperous. I see a lot of these rabbits throughout here. I see a rabbit down here and a rabbit and a rabbit. So could be a possibility that you might end up becoming fertile or having a baby. Masculine or feminine, you might have a child or might be involved with someone with children, or this person might instill your want or need to have children, you know, or maybe the childlike essence is coming in. That's definitely a key here too. You know, coming into a new relationship without assuming that they're going to come in with baggage, if that makes sense here. All right. And let's go ahead then and pull some of our oracle cards. This is a fantastic read. I'm so happy. You guys have some, you know, had some issues here in up top, but it really has really solidified. You know, really looks good. All right, so let's go ahead and pull a couple cards here. One more. Ooh, okay. So, 2 cards here. We have Ride the Wave, and then we have Commitment. You can definitely tell that there's going to be some sort of commitment with this. We do have, like I said, there's Knights coming in. We do not have any Kings coming in, but I can definitely say something or someone is going to be committing to you. This is all about that romance. It's about that sunshine, that joy, and that happiness, raising your vibration. So if for some reason a physical person does not come in, it's a reconnection to your true higher self, to a commitment to grow and to be in, you know, in the space of abundance, right? Then we also have this Ride the Wave, and to me this is like, you know, your 2 of Cups, or your, you know, your lovers. You have the 2 different dolphins here riding in together. So it's going to feel very much in union. You're going to feel, you're just going to go with the flow, really. And that's how you should. Just remember to go with the flow. Be fluid in the motion, right? Also, this is about 5 breaks, or 14 breaks down to a 5. In numerology, it's about change, right? So it will bring in this change, this death, to give you hopefully this wonderful commitment and a stable beginning. So let's go ahead and pull one of these cards. No, I just did those. We'll pull one of these for an advice. Okay, so this is the River Queen. River Queen says flow, letting go, natural movements. Okay, it's again another aquatic animal here. I'm assuming that's supposed to be a mermaid. And then, so again, going with the flow, letting go of the past information, and just really being in sync with yourself, and be in that flow, that giving and receiving, that equal balance, you know, being true to who you are. And then I see here in the background here, we have a couple stars. So to me, that's like setting your intention and your manifestations for what you want to bring in within this relationship, to really be able to bring in that star card aspect of your wish fulfillment, you know. Very neat. Very cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for allowing me to do your reading, Capricorn. And of course, if this for some reason does not resonate, please feel free to check out your moon or rising signs. Also, if you would like a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box below and reach out for a reading. All right. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a beautiful week.